interview, you will need to make sure that you've researched the company. You will need to make sure that you've researched the particular job description to know where your strengths, your weaknesses, and even the areas where you need improvements are. Because trust me, it's all going to come up during the interview process. And in your research, you will need to come up with common questions that might end up popping up. You need to research the common kind of questions that most of these employers or recruiters will be asking when it comes to that particular industry that you find yourself in. Internet is going to be your friend when it comes to this particular one. Now that luckily we have ChatGPT, you can even use it to your advantage, and it will help you with all the questions that you might end up coming into contact with during the interview process. Preparing for interviews is going to be crucial because you will need to at least have knowledge of what the employers expect of you and prepare accordingly, because you get only one chance to make a very good first impression. And if you are not fully prepared, you'll be exposed during the interview process. In addition, make sure you dress appropriately, even if the interview is virtual. As much as the Canadian culture, you are not expected to be dressed formally like how we do back home, where you go to the interview dressed in 3-piece suit and tie. At least make sure that you are formally dressed, not just wearing something casual. At least tell the recruiter that you are serious about this particular job that you are interviewing for. And like it's always said, you are addressed by how you dress. So dress appropriately. Also, during the interview, make sure that you listen to the kind of questions that are being asked. And don't be in a rush to just respond. Take your time to think through the question and know what they're actually looking for with that particular question before you even open your mouth to start answering that question. Because sometimes with some of the questions, they are more interested in your thought process, how you think through issues before you respond to them. So you need to at least take your time, think through it. You are allowed to at least take a moment to gather your thoughts before you respond to the question accordingly. And also, during the interview process, be honest about your skills and your qualification, and make sure you highlight how it aligns to this particular role. Even if you are changing industry from one industry to the other, the mere fact that they've called you to the interview means that they feel that you are somebody who will be a good fit to the role. The only thing that you need to do is now put a rubber stamp on it. Let them know that they made the right decision calling you to the interview, by showing them that with your skill set, you are going to be the best candidate for the job that they have. It is very important to at least showcase some of your soft skills. Things like communication skills, teamwork, and even problem-solving abilities. All these are things that you need to bring to the table to let them know that at least you have those skills to bear. Make sure you provide examples where you showcase some of these soft skills that you are saying you have, so that they know how you are applying them in the work environment. Finally, always remember to follow up after an interview with a thank you email note. This will show the recruiter that at least you value the time that you had with them, and also that you are actually interested in the role. And it might make an impression on that recruiter, which might end up getting you that call that you've always wanted.